Ernie, Glockenspiel time. Ernie was on vacation last week, but his portfolio wasn't. He was up a cool 200K. 200K. Bravo. Ernie, thank you for sharing. All right, guys. I'm going to get right into the trade. I don't want to talk about anything else except this trade. So here we go. I have a document. Chris is going to share the document for you guys all to have, but we are going to patiently go through this together. Okay? There's the document. Pay attention. Let's walk through this together. The trade idea is in QXO. 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 Here's the story. Brad Jacobs. Brad Jacobs is a serial entrepreneur that is now in charge of QXO. Okay? Brad Jacobs, a proven business builder with a 4-decade track record. So he had United Waste Systems. Then he had United Rentals and he sold out of it. Then he had XPO Logistics. XPO built from a small trucking firm into global logistics leader. If we look at, you were looking at this weekend? Shit, oh, nice. I love this story. Look at this, guys. Patience with me, hang out. We're going to walk you through the whole trade. XPO. Look at what he did with XPO. XPO, he was in for 10 years. He built this up to an absolute mammoth and then sold out of it. Just for perspective, that's what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about reshaping an industry, okay? We are talking about massive, massive, massive potential moves. So there's XPO. And now he is in QXO. Here's what QXO looks like. I want you to ignore the long-term chart in QXO because all we're really looking at is a daily of more recent behavior because the previous move, it traded like $100. It doesn't really matter. What matters is what's going on right now under this new ownership. Under this new ownership is this line down here. Look at what it's been doing lately. Okay? QXO, and I'm going to explain to you why it's been doing this. This is what the chart looks like. Okay. So Brad Jacobs, founder, he's turned these companies into, multi-million dollar companies, right? This is what he's known for. His vision for QXO is to grow from 0 to 50 billion in revenue. Now, how did I find this? There you go. The Kushner family is betting huge, backing this. Obviously, crazy political connections. In July, they were in at $9. They have continued buying, but what they've done recently is QXO acquired Beacon Roofing Supply for $11.2 billion. So they are expanding. There is huge money behind them. The strategic landscape ripe for disruption. The $800 billion building products distribution industry, highly fragmented, digitized, and dominated by regional players. So what are we going to see as technology is improving so quickly? We are going to see consolidation. And the building products distribution industry is so fragmented that they need somebody to come in and disrupt. So QXO is going to target these 12 verticals. I just gave you some that are including. Here's a little chart of XPO just to show you what this guy does with money behind him. Now, here's what I decided to do with this trade. I am obnoxiously bullish QXO, QXO. I'm going to call it QXO. Obnoxiously bullish. Now I wondered, do I just save this for my paid up all access members? Well, I thought something cool would be to share the stock with everybody. I love QXO. Get long QXO. I love it. But what we're going to be doing in all access is we're going to do a deep dive into how QXO can possibly disrupt the building industry. And so I'm going to share my notes with all of you guys. Acquisition targets, BXC, GMS, site, BLDR. Now this is just high level. And then public companies that maybe they're not acquisition targets, or in GMS, maybe they are. But these are other companies that have risk of being disrupted because they're regional, they don't have the big money behind them. So let's keep going on. When anybody shares a trade in our Discord community, it's really important that people include the reasons why. Something that's not permitted in our Discord community is for anybody to come in and say, buy Uber. Okay, why? What are the reasons why you want to buy Uber? Whenever you have a trade on, and this is an exercise that we used to do as professionals, I would go over to a trader's desk, and if they were long QXO, I'd want to know the reasons why they were long. Momentum, breaking out of a technical analysis chart, that stuff's bullshit. It's subjective. It's not real. Tell me some real reasons of why you're in that trade. So that's what I did with QXO right here. Here are some real reasons for why I want to be in this trade. I want my clients to be in this trade, and I want you guys watching MIT Live to learn about this trade, explore this trade, and if you feel comfortable, hop on. It's really good risk reward. So why this trade works? It's an all-star, right? It is an all-star. We want to bet on winners. It's got backing. It's an 800 billion industry. There's enormous opportunity. Aggressive capital. Search it. Funds are buying this. Funds are in on the deal. Okay? First mover advantage, no comparable public roll-ups in the space. And then consolidation typically re-rates in the share price. So when I made this document, QXO was at 16. I think it traded up to 17. Last trade is 16.77. That is the trade in QXO. Now, our all access members, we're going to dive deep into the options of QXO, excuse me. Because what's really interesting about this stock, it's newly traded. Liquidity is fine. It's not great. It's not crazy. But for whatever reason, there is phenomenal optionality in this name. So there's lots and lots of options to do in this name. Volatility is not that cheap. So the trade that I'm going to share with MIT Live with all of you guys is we're bullish QXO. 16.75 last trade. I think QXO could trade over 30 in 12 months. That's how bullish I am. In the all access portion, we're going to talk about how to trade QXO using options, but I also want to talk about our open lockup trade that we have right now. Now, before I move on, I want to make sure you guys all have the document with QXO, and I want to make sure that you understand the trade. Can I just get a Y in the chat or an N in the chat? Let me know you understand the trade. I always want you guys to research trades on your own, but as I like to say, guys, this one here, this is a wing dinger, guy. This is a good trade. Make sense? Fantastic. Awesome. Well, let's go get them. We're going to get bullish on QXO. MIT Live. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time. For everybody in all access, you guys sit tight. I want to talk about the lockup trade, and I want to look at the option specifically in QXO. Thanks for watching. I love all the whys coming through. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.